But here's something you might not expect. Islam Makhachev, the man who looks absolutely unstoppable, might already be preparing for his exit. At this moment, he stands as the Hello's most dominant fighter on the planet. The undisputed bull pound-for-pound king, blending raw strength with flawless technique. Many even argue he's an even better grappler than Khabib Nurmagomedov himself. And yet, behind all that dominance lies a plan, one that Khabib knows completely. And that plan already has an expiration date. This isn't gossip. It's part of a long-running mission, one that began years ago with Khabib's father. To understand where Islam's story ends, you have to go back to Khabib's final chapter. October 24, 2020. Khabib Nurmagomedov defeats Justin Gaethje, improves to ABWIT 29-0, and shocks the world by retiring at the very top. Just 32 years old, undefeated, untouchable. And yet, he walked away. He gave two reasons. First, his mission. The dream his father built was complete. Second, a promise to his mother. After the death of his father, Abdulmanap, she asked him to stop fighting, and Khabib couldn't break that promise. His personal journey ended there, but his father's vision didn't. Abdulmanap had always said, "When Khabib is done, Islam will take his place." And that's exactly what happened. Islam wasn't just another fighter from Dagestan. He was the chosen one, the heir to Khabib's legacy. For years, both Khabib and his father had told the world that Islam was special, that he was the one who could out-grapple Khabib in training. So, once Khabib stepped away, Islam carried the torch. He didn't just win, he'd dominated them. One by one, he crushed his opponents, until finally, at UFC 280 Poissy, he submitted Charles Oliveira to become the new lightweight champion. The prophecy was fulfilled. He then went on to defend his belt twice against Alexander Volkanovski, proving that he's not just the heir, he's a legend in his own right. Today, Islam Makhachev looks invincible. But just like Khabib, his career may not end in defeat. It might end with another promise kept. So, if Islam Makhachev has finally reached the summit, if he's achieved everything he set out to do, then why would he already be thinking about walking away? Because this was always the plan. It was never meant to last forever, and the signs have been right in front of us all along. The first major clue came from his longtime coach, Javier Mendez, the man who guided both Khabib and Islam's to greatness. Mendez said it plainly. Islam has only about 3 fights left. Shortly after, Khabib himself confirmed it, giving his protege a timeline of just 1 or 2 years. The clock, it seems, has already started ticking. But why stop now? The answer lies in history repeating itself. Islam revealed in an interview, "My mother is asking me to do the same thing." She says, "Khabib listened to his mother. When will you listen to yours?" It's the same crossroads, the same promise, the same deep sense of duty that runs through their entire culture. For them, family isn't just important, it's sacred. And for Islam, that sense of responsibility may soon outweigh his desire to keep fighting. Yet before he fulfills that promise, Islam has one final mission. Something even Khabib never accomplished. He doesn't just want to reign over lightweight. He wants to capture gold at welterweight, 170 lowbies, and become a 2-division champion. That's the final test, the ultimate goal, his last mountain to climb. This revelation changes everything. We're not just watching a dominant champion. We're witnessing a farewell tour in real time. Every fight from here on out isn't just another title defense. It's a countdown. Every round, every victory brings him closer to his last walk to the octagon. The stakes now go beyond wins and losses. They're about legacy, about completing a lifelong mission before time runs out, before his mother's promise comes due. Islam isn't just fighting opponents anymore. He's fighting the clock. And when his journey ends, it won't be a disappearance. It will be a transition. Because the true genius of Father's plan isn't Islam himself, it's the Santes system he's part of. Enter Usman Nurmagomedov, Khabib's cousin and the next in line. Just 26 years old, undefeated, and already a Bellator world champion. Usman has openly said he's waiting for Islam to finish his run so he can move to the UFC and continue the legacy. This is the blueprint, a dynasty engineered in the mountains of Dagestan. Khabib retires to make way for Islam. Islam retires to make way for Usman. It's not retirement. It's succession. At the coronations of the next king, Islam Makhachev isn't leaving the game in defeat. He's completing his chapter. So the next phase of the most dominant dynasty in MMA history can begin. Father's plan didn't just create champions, it built a legacy of discipline, focus, and destiny. But for every perfect plan that succeeds, there's another that crumbles under the same pressure. And somewhere out there is the story of a man who was supposed to be the next big thing, but instead became one of the UFC's most unforgettable cautionary tales.